Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. It is I, Jesse Milestone, coming to you on this Friday with both good news and bad news.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Where people were just walking around, just jizzing force all over the place. He looks like he has been drinking soy from his mother's teat. Wrap yourselves in, guys, because we are gonna get mean!
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone. I am your God Empress, and I am joined by two wonderful, amazing people tonight, and Jeff isn't even in the room yet. First off, it's the guy who made that fantabulous intro you just watched, which I love. People love that like, every single week. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's so funny. I love it. And here he is, Cody, the Bassman, the Rain Man of logos, the man who caught EVS's eye himself with that phenomenal fucking spread he's got behind him. Cody,
Thank you.
How are you, Cody?
It's all green to me, but it looks pretty good on the screen, doesn't it?
Yeah, it do. And also, guys, tonight I have a very, very special guest. It's his first time coming live on Mindless Entertainment, but he's someone I've seen him in the chat as Andy McCallum, or if you're familiar with the Mindless Mob and 17 Live, you know him as that Limey as well. But he's also Zombie Box Reviews, his brand new channel, which is going to have some amazing, awesome content. He's also one of my #1 supporters, one of my friends, and just an amazing all-around guy. That Limey, Andy, Zombie Box Reviews. Welcome to Mindless Entertainment.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Oh, did I mention to you guys that?
What's up, Andy?
The Limey.
Hey, Cody, how you doing?
But he's bratish because he's a little
bit.
Yeah,
I'm bratish, mate. Yeah, mate. What?
Some Brit, some Scot. It's bratish.
Yeah.
Just immediate.
It's a weird mixture.
He immediately sounds smarter than all of us.
So, Andy, I have a question. Since I cover 500 miles famously over on 17 Live, how's my Scottish accent when I do that one?
Almost Scottish. Almost Scottish.
Almost. My trick is like I'm a vocal mimic, so I can't do a Scottish accent worth a goddamn. But if I'm trying to be that guy, then I can get into the like when I wake up. Well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
You have to. You have to.
Right.
If you don't sing that song that way, there's something wrong with you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That'll be my way in. That's how I'll learn to do a Scottish accent. I'll be like, all right, how do I make these words when I'm singing 500 miles? Now I just sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think it's more to do with like curving your tongue.
Okay.
So like if you go, hey, how you doing? Hey, so it's more like.
Yeah. A little less Arnold, a little more Shrek, I think. You know.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Eh?
Hey, donkey.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, donkey?
Just gotta drop the hard U's. Like it's a little Canadian, but not quite. You know, it's like
I'm Scottish.
It's like Newfoundland almost. Like you just gotta take a little bit of you.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can like if somebody asks you a question, just say you dinna ken. I didn't care. Which
Didn't care.
Ken, dinner. It's dinner, Ken.
Ken.
Yeah, think of like dinner, but dinner.
I didn't care.
Yeah, so it means I don't know. Dinner, Ken.
I didn't. Okay, didn't. Okay.
I'd be so fucking lost over there. I'd be like, say it again.
No, it's okay. I've been living in Scotland since I was like 1 year old, so I'm used to it.
That's so awesome, though. Have you ever worn a kilt?
No.
No.
No thanks. No.
Would you wear underwear under the kilt if you wore one? What's the proper way of doing things?
Well, really, you're not supposed to wear underwear, but obviously, you might want to, or else you'll get like Me Too.
So the OGs don't wear any underwear. They go commando.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's all about getting the breeze going on down there, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alejandro Cervantes is excited he caught this early. Hello. Yes, we just got started here, too. Flaming TP is here tonight. Hominus Nocturna.
Oh, Montana. Baby Outlaw.
Can only
There's
be
old
one.
James Baker. Flaming TP.
Oh, I did. Yes, the James Baker. He's coming here to snipe on you to come kill your chickens. That's what's up.
No. Don't you dare, James. Don't you dare.
I just want you to know, James Baker, since you've abandoned the mob, the mob's village, he's just been building up on all your real estate. So, yeah, Alonzo the Dark King is here. Finally, he says, yes, I'm sorry. But we're here now. Aminator Z, Melt Therapy. I did see Donkeysaurus Rex said it was okay to start now that he's here. So, and yes, everyone. Zach Z. Oh, there's a super chat from Liver Cirrhosis, our patron saint. Y'all have an amazing stream. Catch it in the morning. Well, I hope he is snoozing easy, of course.
You got to have him on one of these times too,
dude. Yeah, I got to get him to agree too. He's
had him on stream a couple days ago. Yeah, he's a good guy. Like he's got a lot to say. You know, it'd be interesting to see what else he got to say.
Yeah, well,
I love his voice. Yeah, I love his voice. He could actually be like a host or something. Honestly, I love it.
He's
got such an amazing voice.
Oh, yeah, Alonzo the Dark King says Braves win. Did the Braves just win the series? Sorry, I'm talking to two internationals. Like, what the fuck? Who cares? It's the baseball. Baseball.
Is that the game where you swing the bat and you hit the ball?
Yeah, you run onto the bases.
Yeah, baseball.
Oh,
terrible. Actually, speaking of baseball, I have something to share with you guys that we'll get around to baseball eventually. So we take you on a journey. Do you guys ever heard of Gishwiz or Gish?
No. What's that? Scottish?
So it stands for the Greatest International Scavenger Hunt, or formerly the Greatest International Scavenger Hunt that the world has ever, right? The greatest that the world has ever seen. Sorry, I also just brains. Okay, my brain is here. My brain has caught up with me. And so a couple years ago, with I think it was 14 year when I was participating in it, one of the items of this hunt was to make a 30-second video showing yourself making a recipe that had been written by AI. And it directed you to this list of recipes. And I made something called Chocolate Ranch Barbecue that had no ranch or barbecue as a part of it. There was chocolate, however. There was also lasagna and cream cheese.
Whoa.
It was interesting. And, the Atlanta Braves just won the World Series. There you go! That's baseball for those outside the U.S. Thanks, Bucky Sarzo. I just think it's funny that I was like, World Series, and you guys were like, your sports are dumb. I mean, the Japanese like baseball too, and they're smart, so they know what's up. I digress. Okay, so during this process, I realized how hilarious these AI recipes were, and I did sign up. I gave them my email, and I was like, please email me more AI weirdness all the time. And then I've since just neglected to open it because who reads their emails? And have just today I actually finally went back to open one of them and discovered that I have these just amazing AI gems sitting in my inbox. And I'd like to share at least one of them with you guys tonight. But first, I do want to not just talk about me, but let you guys talk about you, because you're here. So before we dive into funny, weird, whatever wackiness, just let everyone know a little bit. Cody first, and then just let everyone know who you are, where you're from, what you do, anything you want to say. Introduce yourselves for those who don't know.
Well, I'm the Bassman. I'm from Canada. I like hockey. I also like football. And we're not talking about sports here, but I do a little show called Fandom Jump on my YouTube channel, also called The Bassman. The show's called Fandom Jump. Every Friday, maybe Saturday, we cover 4 different fandoms: Transformers, Star Wars, I always fuck this up, Godzilla, and Jurassic Park. So those are the 4 different fandoms we cover. And usually I'm trying to get more out every week. I've been kind of slacking, kind of getting like the newbie curse. I'm trying to get better, trying to learn. I got 75 great subscribers. I love them all individually. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of the year. We'll see if we can get there. Yeah, we're just trying to learn this whole deal and try not to suck too bad.
Guys, Cody's link is down below in the description. So, and I'm going to try to pull it up here too. I got to get Andy's down in there too, because Andy didn't tell me right away if he was going to come or not, but now he's here. So that's what matters. That's what matters. Pin this tweet before. forget. And then a few things. I'm gonna be lazy. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Should I be lazy or should I not be lazy? I could be lazy. I could be like, guys, just send me your channel links in the private chat so that I can repost them.
I can post my shit here. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah, if you don't mind. And Andy, talk about yourself.
Just sitting back here doing nothing.
Well, my name's Andy, or Zombie Box Reviews, or That Limey, or also I go by another name, the Town Whore.
Andy the Amorous, our favorite town whore.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. But yeah, I pretty much lived in Scotland most of my life. I was born in Hackney, London, but my parents brought me to Scotland when I was 1 year old. Unlike Cody, I'm really not into sports because basically I'm just a lazy guy, just a couch potato. What else? I decided to start my own YouTube channel, talk about the things that I love, about movies and shows from the past, and obviously new shows and movies that's out now. Big horror fan, and also I'm a huge Doctor Who fan as well. So I've been a huge Doctor Who fan since I was 9 years old.
Do you follow Dr. Alex yet?
I've actually seen a few of his videos. He's really good at what he does. Yeah,
he's awesome. I should get you two on a stream together sometime. We'll do I'm due to try to schedule a stream with him again too.
Yeah.
He works normal people jobs, so he can't stay up to retarded hours or wake up at retarded hours or whatever o'clock it is where you are. What time is it where you are right now? What time is it where you are right now?
5.
What was that?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. God dang.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yep.
Bright and early.
Yep, pretty much.
Not a night out or early riser or something, a bit of both. I've got a Lando here. Yes. Andy, have you decided what your first video is going to be yet?
Well, at the moment, I'm kind of split between either doing a review for one of Neil Breen's movies.
Nice. I love it.
Or I might actually do a review on Evil Dead 2, because that's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
I just watched it start to finish for the first time. I'd seen a lot of scenes from it and stuff before. I'd never seen it start to finish before. For the first time on Jeff's birthday in a severely altered state.
Oh.
It was amazing.
That's great.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Yeah, Rando, stop knocking stuff down.
I love how that film just like takes the first one and just kind of like says, all right, that was pretty good, but we're going to kind of like change it a little bit and condense it.
Yeah,
for the first 10 minutes of this one.
Yeah, because the first 10 minutes is essentially a remake of the entire first film.
Just in the most abridged version possible. Now, I've seen most of the first one too. So I've seen like the opening.
No. Have you seen like the Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV series?
I haven't seen the show yet, and
I watched a few episodes.
I would highly recommend that, because like Ash's trajectory, his character arc, instead of him like growing as a person, he actually devolves as a character, so he gets dumber and dumber, which I find quite amusing. So he's like getting dumber and dumber and dumber.
That sounds amazing. I can appreciate that, especially from Bruce Campbell. He is a hoot. I love Bruce Campbell in Burn Notice.
Yeah, I've seen. I've watched a few of those episodes. I probably should actually rewatch the entire series.
So Bruce Campbell as Sam Axe in Burn Notice was so popular that they made an entire like made for TV movie about his character in between 2 of the seasons.
Mhm.
He was delightful. What's up, Go Big Board? Go home. Thank you for stopping in. Sean was here with us last week, giving us a great rundown of the whole Alec Baldwin incident, and that was excellent. I learned lots of stuff. I did learning. Thank you, Sean, for helping me learn things. Words. I need to tell you guys to all support my Indiegogo because I am bad at self-promotion sometimes, especially about these kinds of things. Hey, that's the person I've been waiting for.
Bill ordered us dinner.
Aw,
This is for you.
yay! That was so nice of him.
Still making my stuff. I thought you should have fun.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, that was
No,
so
you're right,
nice of him.
Fabian. The whole franchise rules. The entire Evil Dead franchise.
Thank you, Bill. Shouting through the door. Sorry guys.
Hey, it's Greg Kirby.
Hey, Greg.
Hey,
How you doing,
Kirby,
bro?
what's up? Welcome. Oh yeah. So, even if you guys can't give, just share this with everyone you know. I'm starting a fencing club, like legitimately. Like I'm gonna have a commercial lease in a couple of weeks and stuff. And now,
Get in on that, yeah.
Anyway,
Get in on that.
yeah. So yeah, that it's happening. Just a lot of and
What?
if you live,
Oh,
yeah, you know, well, on.
you guys should also join the Discord too. Don't forget to do that. Got a good community going over there.
Thank
Got a
you
lot
for
of
reminding
people.
me. Definitely join the Discord. I'll just post my link tree because I keep a never expiring invite link on there. So, that's the secret to getting in.
Yeah, it's not one of them Discords where you're sitting there and you type a message and then nobody replies to you. Nobody gives a shit about you. Like someone's gonna say something. 100%.
It's awesome. It's just popping. I love it. I was like, there's an old like mindless entertainment one that just never did anything with it. Just sat there and died. And all of a sudden, Lewis was like, "Hey, can I start this Discord for you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's our patron saint, by the way, and my consigliere, a special counsel. Yeah, he was just like, "Hey, can I start this Discord for you? Because you really should have a Discord. It'll help you, get all your people together." And I'm like, "Yeah, please." And then he did, and then everyone was like, "We do want to be here and be part of the Mindless Mob community and have a place to hang out. They're all fucking awesome, psycho people." So, the end. So yeah, which really pretty directly led to us all like figuring out how to be more cohesive and create a real community where we can like stream together all the time. Yeah. So thanks, Liver. I know you're watching on the replay, but thank you again and infinitely for all of that. Oh, and Thursday. I guess we hadn't picked an official time. I'm just gonna call it today since usually I start my 1/7 live stream on Thursday. We'll start then at Discord since some people are already ready to see me at that time. We'll be live over on Discord at 3 p.m. Pacific time this Thursday, and that'll be our first official State of the Mob address. Cody will be there, Andy will be there, Liver will be there, Sweet Pea will be there, and it's basically just a direct, members only, people who actually give a shit, who want to know what's going on. Mindless Mob, with me, with all the other creators, with the community, just a place to check in, let you guys know about cool upcoming projects, events, etc. We'll be making some big announcements, so you guys will get to hear a big sneak preview about that tonight, about one of those projects, and which is my guest host thingamajig, which Cody's gonna be the first guy to take advantage of, and in typical Cody fashion, he's not just like, "Oh, okay, I'd like to invite these people and talk about these topics." He's like, "I actually planned this incredible holiday Christmas charity stream that will directly benefit people in need and the whole community and Milestone Fencing Studio." So thank you, Cody, for being the coolest guy ever on that front.
Yeah, no problem. It's the season of giving, and one of the things I feel like it's been missing on YouTube for how it's kind of evolved is those old telethons back in the day where they'd have like a bunch of people on and they have a bunch of different content, and it ranges from, simply just somebody playing an instrument to, a whole segment of something. So, we're kind of going to do something like that. It's going to be a real throwback to something like that. So, special time. We're going to get back to kids. We're kind of thinking, right, Jesse, kind of like a kids charity of some sort. Maybe give gifts
definitely.
to kids or something that the parents can't afford for reasons. They don't have to be dirtbags. Parents that can't get their kids Christmas presents aren't necessarily dirtbags. Sometimes, it's just tough, and they got to pay the bills instead of giving presents. So, those people need help too sometimes. So,
Yeah.
that's where we could step in.
Whenever you look at stories too, like things like homelessness and whatnot, people who end up in dire situations like those, a lot of times it's like, with the time that they had kids, at the time they started their families and all that shit, everything was going well. And then something happens, it's a domino effect of things. And what the number one thing that you always hear is people who end up in these situations, whether it's true or not, feel like nobody is there for them, feel like they have nobody they can turn to and nobody to support them. That's why I always think it's so important. Like these are especially the holidays. I mean, I believe December 26th is like the number one day for suicide, which is awful. And for so many reasons. And so to be a force of good at a time when people really fucking need it, I think it's
think about it. Like your donation can end up, making that person see their kids play with something on Christmas morning and open something and, have a happy day and a good Christmas, and then preventing something like that from happening the next day. And, just think about that. Your donation could end up, changing somebody's life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
Yeah, it is. No, it's really incredible. I think one of the most humbling experiences I ever got as to doing this, it's like, and look, there was a long time during YouTubing where all I did was turn on a camera and, yell about stuff and then turn off the camera. And there was a period where it was much more like entertainment focused and less issues and ideas focused, and where I wasn't as where I started to think like, why am I still doing this? Like, what's the point anymore? Now, I granted, of course, corrected since then. I've come back to this, but during times like that, I would just remember I had someone reach out to me before and tell me that that my video was the reason that the thing that got them past their depression and able to like start doing shit and whatever. And I'm like, it hadn't occurred to me that there could be that level of positive value out of something that I did. And hearing messages like that changed my attitude as a creator too, of, and I think remembering what impact we can have on people, it's twofold. It helps us like remember that what we're doing actually matters and is worth it. But also it reminds you that you do actually matter, like you personally actually matter, and you have weight, you have influence, and to quote Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. And I mean, as long as, as much as it's a good cause, you guys are getting a lot of content in between as well. We're talking segments from, a whole bunch of different guests that are potentially lining up. Like, it's going to be a good show. Even myself, I'm working on how just social justice Jesse stole Christmas. It's like a little Grinch parody animation, and it's pushing me to my limits as far as what I know and what I can do with my programs. But it's going to be quite the show. So I'll stay tuned for that.
Isn't it amazing how much more you learn sometimes, like just when out of necessity, out of those moments where you're like, I have to do this thing. And then like I learned a fuck ton about business licenses and zoning codes in the past couple of weeks. So that was
I'm watching I'm taking the old, sorry, 1 second there, Nate. I'm watching the old 66 Grinch cartoon, and you can see how they're kind of doing things with the animation. Wow. And I'm like, I can mimic that, I can copy that kind of, and it's really cool. So I stay tuned. Sorry, Andy, go ahead, buddy.
No, I'm just reading the comment that Greg left. He said, as a kid, when I was 10, I blew up He-Man and Castle Grayskull and was grounded for a month. But why did you blow up He-Man and the Castle Grayskull?
I want more context. Like, define blow up. Like,
what? Stick of dynamite?
Yeah. You live in Canada. How much dynamite could you get? It's not like your baby outlaw living in Texas.
No, right.
Probably have dynamite in their stocking and stuff,
Stocking yourself, you get a pistol and a stick of dynamite. And then the next year, Daddy
Oh,
tells you
right.
you got everything you needed for Christmas last year, so get your ass out of the house and go fucking start your own frontier somewhere.
And where is Baby Outlaw? Is she in the comments?
She was. Yeah, she definitely was. I did see her earlier. Lando, what are you doing? Lando's like digging into my shirts drawer to try to nest in there.
Fucking
Did that
cats.
just see
actually
like a kid sitting on Santa's lap and asking, Santa, can I please have a stick of dynamite for Christmas?
Please, Santa Claus. Just one little stick. I promise I won't hurt anyone. Andy, what's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
Favorite Christmas gifts.
Toxic.
I don't think
no
I
candy
no, I don't think I ever really had a favorite Christmas gift.
I'm kind of there too. Cody, do you have a favorite?
I do actually. It's kind of, like, it's very Hallmark. It's very a Christmas Story. I always, when I was a kid, when I first kind of started getting into Transformers, I always really wanted like an Optimus Prime action figure or like a toy or something like that. And for Christmas, I asked for it, and I didn't really think I was going to get it. All the stores were kind of cleared out of that shit at that time. And I actually ended up getting it. They actually found it, so I ended up getting that for Christmas, and kind of just kicked off my whole Transformers fandom type of deal. So as it's on Fandom Jump today, it's probably one of the reasons. It's kind of one of those toys that changed everything to an extent, because now I'm playing with Optimus Prime like all the time as a kid, and you start creating your own adventures, and you really get into the universe and the lore. So yeah, it was a big deal, man. That's favorite Christmas present ever. I still have it. Still kept it.
That's awesome. I love that.
In storage.
Jeff has a story like that about a Power Rangers collection. Me though, yeah, it's never. I don't know that I've had the gifts that stand out. The one that always stands out, the one that I think of as a Hanukkah present, it was just a giant stuffed animal dog that I loved for so long.
So Hanukkah, how does that? You get a present each day? Is that how that works? Or
yeah, and so my family was basically like a couple of nights you get legit gifts, and then the rest of the night were basically kind of stocking stuffer gifts. Because then we'd also get presents for Christmas too, because my mom's side of the family was Christian, so
Okay, I didn't. That's one thing I was curious about too, because I didn't want to like be a dick and be like, oh yeah, this is just social justice. Jesse stole Christmas, and like just make it all about Christmas. You celebrate Christmas, right?
I do both. I do both. Also, it's Christmas. Like, you can't hate Christmas. Come on. It's not even religious anymore.
Yeah, really, it's commercialism. Just celebrating commercialism at this point.
Commercialism. I love celebrating commercialism.
I mean, for some of us, I guess.
I
mean, some people in the chat be like, "How dare you?" Jesus is. It's all about the Jesus. You go right to fucking church in the morning, all right? You don't open a fucking. You go right to church.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure that's what God wants.
Some people. That's cool. You do you. I like sleeping in a little bit, maybe.
People need to remember that Christianity was a religion that was spawned when life sucked real bad, and so like all of its tenets just kind of like promise you all these wonderful things about dying because they assume that your life sucks. So you should maybe there's like certain updates like that's. I feel like some of the later sects, some of the more like more modern forms were, and I mean just generally like the way that the oh, I learned this. This is hysterical. Apparently this happened like last year or something, like the last Pope. Apparently made the Pope put out an official statement that said that Jews do get to go to heaven, that through mysterious ways that are not known to Catholics, but God works in mysterious ways. But Jews do get to go to heaven, therefore Catholics should stop fucking proselytizing to us and go convert other people instead. And I'm like, thank God, it's about time. And that's about as far as religion factors into my life. I'm Jewish. I'm happy to be Jewish. I don't need to be any more Jewish than I am. And I don't need to be anything other than what I am. And I love sharing it. I love sharing my culture about it and stuff like that. I love learning about other people's culture and beliefs and stuff. But
Well,
just
I
like
know on
everything
my
else.
because on my mother's side, her great grandparents were Jewish,
Hmm.
but but my mom, for myself and my mom, we're not actually practicing. Um,
I just find it all super interesting. You know, even if it's not necessarily my tradition or my celebration, it's always interesting to see what other people do. And for the holidays, I mean, a lot of the big holidays are kind of in and around November, December, January-ish kind of thing, right? So everybody's got their own kind of deal going on, you know, separate from Christmas, separate from Hanukkah, even. You know, everybody's got their own deals, so it's always
uh,
interesting. You know, even if those
Greg's,
kind of people want to come on and introduce their
yeah.
stuff, you know, potentially like look into that kind of stuff too, right?
Just saying, Greg says that he's Scottish, Irish, French, and German. So he's Scottish. Right, right,
He's
Greg. How you doing, eh?
very European.
Euromut. I'm the other side. I'm the other parts of Europe. I'm a little, I mean, closer to German, a little bit of Austrian in there, but more I'm just like the Slavic and Polish. I'm all Polish, mostly, a little bit of Russian.
Yeah, I got a
It
Polish.
shows.
I got a Polish friend. His grandma makes amazing pierogies.
Dude, my Polish grandma is dead now, but she died earlier this year.
Oh,
And she, when we were younger, she used to cook more. She hadn't cooked in years, but she used to make pierogies, and they were amazing. And my aunt still will make like gołąbki and stuffed cabbage sometime. Good, hearty, warm food. Good food for this time of year, really.
oh, come on! You live in California.
Dude,
Come on, not
it's
happen. Not too bad for
cold.
you.
I mean, it's like under 70 degrees.
Yeah. Like the little bit of like dew gets on the grass in the morning. You guys like, oh no.
Look, it was like down in the 40s here, not like a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was actually kind of Yeah, it's 58 right now. It's 58 outside. It is cold out. That is chilly.
See, I'd be kind of pissed if I lived down there. Like you're like fleeing from the northern regions. You're a refugee from the cold. You're like trying to get the fuck away from that shit. You come down to Cali or you go down to Florida and it snows or something. Like I'd lose my mind.
Thank you. See, this is the point that everyone else misses. Like, it's fine. It's different. And I get it now. I get it. I fully get it now because I come from a cold place. I come from a place with winters. I spent winters in Vermont. It's fucking there. There was a Vermont that didn't get above 0. And it's fucking brutal. You come here to get away from that. You come here to not have to experience that ever. And then this thing happens, science, because some of us still believe in it. Your brown fat, which is the fat that gives you the most insulation against the cold, is the type of fat that you lose the fastest. So when you come to a warm climate, you lose all of your cold tolerance very quickly. And then when the weather does things like jumps under 60, it feels cold. Jeff is thinned out a little bit too. Even he gets cold now. Jeff has also lost like well over 100 pounds probably, so he's lost a lot of his
good for him.
Regular insulation. He looks great.
But it's warm for the most part, right?
Oh god, yeah. Like tomorrow it's going up to, it'll be high. But it's nice. Like I can tolerate. Today was overcast all day, only a high of 71, so it never got that warm in here. Although I did
just trying to convert that from like the Yankee Doodle to like the rest of the world. What that's
yeah, sorry, your real numbers, your numbers that make sense. No, we're America. We're better than you. We have to do shit on odd, strange metrics that make non-metrics that make no fucking sense. We can't accept your metrics. No. We have to be illogical. Hey, what's room temperature where you are? I don't even know what our number for room temperature is, but it's like yours are the logical ones. You're like 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling. Those are those are the base points at which we will set the numbers to relate. And there you go. Now, that said, as somebody who can be very, very comfortable at 74 degrees, but for whom 72 degrees can start to become chilly, I might have problems, picking which actual degree is the one that's the perfect one for me in certain such scenarios. But it's fine. Anyway, it's fine. I digress. Hi, Lando. What were you doing, Lando? So the reason, if you guys keep seeing me looking around off to the side over there, it's because Lando is like, he climbed into my shirt drawer. He messed it all up. He like dug into it like he was trying to burrow his way in. And then has just been walking back and forth on top of the dressers like he's looking for something. It is now bothering me as if he has not yet found that something. So it's delightful. It's the night. Oh, I promised you guys something weird from AI like a million years ago, and I haven't shared it with you.
Oh,
Where did I clicked on one of them today.
Join the Discord. Don't forget. Don't forget, you guys.
Yeah. Do the thing. Where is it?
Gotta get a link for
how to haunt and unhaunt a house. Let me view this online. Here we go. All right, you guys ready to learn how to haunt and unhaunt a house if you are an AI? All right, so here's the exciting process. AI weirdness. This is a great website. If you are like me and you really, really fucking enjoy people trying to make computers learn how to be more like people but fail miserably at it, then this website is for you. How artificial intelligence works, why it's making the world a weirder place. You look like a thing and I love you. That sounds about right. So this is a haunted house. Sort of. All right. How to hunt and unhouse a house. What would you get if you instruct an AI to turn a house into the most haunted house in the world? What would you ask? What if you asked for the least haunted house? How does an AI know what haunted looks like anyways? So these experiments makes use of Clip, which learned what kinds of images and texts are associated with one another on the internet. Since Clip has probably seen lots of things labeled haunted, it can probably guide VQGAN into making some mysteriously spooky alterations to this lovely 1894 Victorian house. So there's the house. On a scale of 1 to haunted, how haunted does this house look to you guys?
0.
Pretty
The
0.
line, they cut the line.
Huh?
It's not like creepy or abandoned. They cut the damn line. It must not be that bad. They want to take care of it. They got the power. Looks like they do the power wash the side of the house too. Got all the crap off the side. They take care of that place. They've sunk a lot of time and money into it. So they
probably burned the stage to get rid of the ghosts.
Exactly. Sage doobies all over the place. They got it.
There you go. Exactly. I mean, would you spend a night in that house? Andy, would you spend a night in that house unattended?
Yeah, probably. I mean, what Cody was saying about the lawn being, mold and that. Yeah, I probably would.
Well, how about now?
Well, see, that's not as pleasant. That's not as nice as it was before,
So this was when she simply asked the computer to make it look more like a haunted house. So, yeah, it definitely looks more haunted.
Yeah.
I would say this is...
It's like someone having a bad drug trip,
Yeah.
Like, what's the red glowy shit coming from the middle there? That's evil. You don't fuck
definitely
with that.
fucking haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some fucking...
Or like they're filming some weird shit in there or something bad. Something bad's happening.
There's another little glow back here. There's some Satan shit going on in the shed out here too. There's
Satan
like...
shack.
Yeah, a little Satan shack in the back. There's like there's a zillion fences on this lawn. I don't know if you guys can tell from this distance. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. To that, I feel like, would that make it smaller? That just made it smaller, not bigger. It's terrible. Don't do that to me. I said bigger. There we go. All right. You bigger? Too big. Okay. Too big. Perfect. Wow, that subscribe button is gigantic and obnoxious. Can we make that a little smaller? There we go. This seems optimal. Okay. So yeah, lots of extra fences going on, lots of extra bullshit. Okay, so to kick it up a notch, she told it to make an extremely haunted Victorian house with dramatic atmospheric night photography. And we get this.
Like Inception and Haunted Mansion had a baby or something, you know?
And then there's also just like this tiny little regular piece of house, like tiny regular house, like right in the middle. Like what is that? What is this? This is the most baffling piece right here. Because the rest is like, okay, weird, fucked up, creepy, gothic, something out of a nightmare, Inception dream. I get the atmospheric dark night and the smoke and all that shit. But then what the fuck is this?
I must say though, if they made it look more pleasant somehow. Like it looks kind of peaceful. I don't know.
Right? I think this actually looks less haunted than the last. The last one had the Satan windows and all that shit.
Yeah. Like it's just a real fucked up looking hotel. That's all that is.
Right? It's just like someone needs to work on this a little bit, and it'll be fine. Yes. Curiously, there now seems to be a smaller, more modern house inside the larger house. Turns out a lot of this is dramatic atmosphere night photography. There you go. So even a lot of the shapes and the whatevers, because if you just add dramatic atmosphere night photography to the regular Victorian, it looks very, very similar to that. So there you go. And then now it gets really fun. But the interface I'm using lets me assign negative weight to things, so I can actually subtract haunted from the house I'm trying to make. It sort of works once I subtract enough haunted. Guys, ready to see -2 haunted from the original Victorian? Or I guess maybe from that, or that, whatever that was. This is -2 haunted.
Is that a flower shop?
There's like stands of like food, books and candy, and there's some flowers in the edges there. And yeah, that's I'm not sure that I'm looking at a structure anymore, but it's cool. It's whatever. It doesn't look haunted. It definitely looks not haunted, I guess.
Yeah.
I would visit it. Yeah.
Psychotic, but like not haunted. Apparently Clip has learned that if you want to make things less haunted, add flowers, streetlights, and display counters full of snacks. There you go. In case you're interested, is the least haunted place in the world. It's what you get when you give the program no instructions except for a negative penalty to haunted. So, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is what.
Wait, is that like a golf course in the background or something?
It's like a baseball diamond, and there's like a corporate park
Wait,
on the outside.
Wait. We got baseball diamonds, so you're talking like if we build it, they will come, right?
I guess so. More snacks, more counters full of just very innocuous snacks.
You and your kids are just playing baseball, just having a good time, and the whole fucking ghost baseball team just comes out of the goddamn corn. You're not expecting it. You're not wanting any of this to happen.
Well, I'm not sure what this is, but this looks pretty fucking haunted to me. It's like sort of half of a vehicle. Like not really at anything. I'm not sure what most of the stuff is supposed to be, but if you can find it and bring it to the middle of a baseball diamond in an office park, you will be safe. Oh, bonus. I also tried haunting a Waffle House. Haunted Waffle House.
I don't care. As long as the waffles there are nice, I'll go.
Right, I'm going in. It's fine.
I really don't care.
The only thing that I would find unsettling in a Waffle House is if I walked in and the floor wasn't sticky. That would be the only thing that would throw me. Jeff, I think, saw somebody ODing in a Waffle House once. They're fun places. So yeah, that's my little post-Halloween AI weirdness for you guys.
What? They poured too much syrup on their pancakes, so they OD'd on the syrup.
That's.
It's like,
it was in the sauce, Andy. It was in the sauce.
Ah, right. It's like maybe
right,
it's because they forgot to take their insulin. That's why. It's like, no, not the syrup. It's too sweet. No, oh god damn it. Oh well.
And they all
Now
died.
it's wanted.
Just OD. Now it's OD. Now exactly. Now it's very. That's how it got that way. So I have to run to the bathroom, guys. Channel's yours until I come back. Just to be
No, don't
responsible
leave
with it, or
us.
don't.
No.
I always tell people lose all the viewers. There's 18 people watching. Lose them all. Lose them all.
No, no, don't do this. No,
So
this
so
is my
Andy,
first
what's
stream.
so when you releasing your first video, what's the timeline for everything? You got an idea?
I'm hoping to try and drop it maybe within a couple of weeks, because like I'm writing the script, so it's still in its embryonic stage at the moment.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to structure it and just get it right.
Mhm.
You know, I don't, because for me, I like to make sure that before I drop anything, it has to be right. It has to be perfect. That's what I'm like.
Attention to detail, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
That's important too, man, because like that kind of stuff, like if you keep true to that kind of mindset, like you'll end up, producing stuff that people really like, and that's, I worry too. I worry when I produce my stuff if it's going to be any good, and like I don't think that ever goes away. And I think for people that really do care about the stuff they do produce, they should be worried and they should want to, produce better content for the people that are watching. That's just good traits, more or less.
yeah, because I want to produce high quality content, for my viewers. I don't just like throw something together and just hope for the best and just give them garbage. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be lazy. I want to put in the time and the effort. Actually, this like when I went to college earlier this year, studying my HNC cybersecurity course. Like there was a few times like I had a deadline to hand in my essay, and I would complete it, but I would look at it and it's like, oh, it's not perfect, and then I would just scrap the whole thing and do it over again.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of like late a couple of times for my deadlines.
And you'd be willing to do that kind of stuff with like videos and stuff. Like sometimes it's just not working out, or like it's kind of boring, and you're just gonna be like, well, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should, do something else, or pick a different movie if it's not really giving you that kind of juicy of a script type of thing. And that's something I want to start doing again, is reviewing more movies. I'm kind of got an itch for it again when I was doing some of these Halloween films, but yeah, it'll be interesting.
You should probably like at some point do like a watch-a-thon, and you would have like a panel, and then you could like do like a commentary while you're watching the movie. You could do that. I mean, obviously not on YouTube, but they're copyright shtick.
Yeah, like what about Discord? Discord, how strict are they? Do you know? Wish we had Ivor on here be able to tell us everything, but
no, Discord's pretty good actually. I've seen. I've been in a couple other streams, and they managed to stream a movie without any issues.
Yeah, so just a reminder again, everybody go to the Discord. Like it's such a great community, such great people there. Dropped it again in the link there. Also, I wanted to have you on for a fandom jump there, Andy. I did got this Friday. I got my Resident Evil fandom jump dropping with Baby Outlaw. It's gonna be great. But like, what kind of fandom jump would you be able to jump on for? Like, what fandom really captures you? What's your thing, man? What's your thing?
What kind of fandom jump type of genres will you be covering?
Anything, man. Like, are you a Doctor Who guy? Are you?
Oh yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah, big Doctor Who fan.
That's your thing. So, like, would it be like a movie we'd do, or like what kind of what kind of stuff would you want to look into? You got any games? Any Doctor Who games? Video games? Anything like that?
There hasn't really been any decent Doctor Who games that's been released. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could maybe review Doctor Who the movie with Eric Roberts.
Cracking up. Is it a good one?
It's a guilty pleasure. I don't know. It's just like Eric Roberts' performance. Like in the first half of the movie, he's going around like he's the Terminator, and then like in the second half, he becomes like the king of camp. I don't know. It's all over the place, but like I said, it's a guilty pleasure, and it's quite entertaining. And Paul McGann, he kills it. He absolutely kills it in that role. It's a shame that he didn't get a chance to have like his own series, or at least have a spin-off, like a companion show to the main show, because I mean the the state of the show as it is right now, is in its current form. They're going to have to pull out all the stops, even possibly doing a spin-off with Paul McGann just to get those numbers up again.
Because they've destroyed it from what I've kind
Yeah.
of gathered,
they-
right?
Yeah, they've destroyed it. That's why I haven't watched it anymore, and it breaks my heart. It really does, because like I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I know that they brought Russell T Davies back as like a Hail Mary, but I don't know if he'll be able to save the show. I am cautiously optimistic, and I will give him a chance, because he was a great showrunner. I mean, it did have its faults. There were some issues, but overall, he did a great job.
Yeah.
He brought it back for a new generation.
Well, it's actually amazing to see how many franchises have kind of fallen into that estate.
Corrupted,
Because
this
I don't want to
identity
say
politics.
I don't want to say they're dead. I don't want to say like it's gone, but a lot of these franchises aren't in good spots or aren't in good hands, and it's just unfortunate, and it's crazy that there's so many that are like that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't want these shows or movies cancelled, but put it on hiatus for like maybe 5 years or something, and then bring it back, and then it'll feel fresh, and obviously drop all the woke politics, because we're sick and tired of that nonsense.
Toxic 7799. Have you seen the movie Escape from Alcatraz? Because that's what Andy and I would do.
What's that? Andy and Bassman, let's say you both go to prison, placed into the same cell. Which one of you becomes... wait, what?
We're breaking out of that fucking thing. We're doing we're Stallone and Schwarzenegger figuring that shit out, seeing how we're gonna get off the boat prison thing that we don't know that's a boat until you get outside of it, type of thing. Anybody get that reference? Because I don't remember the fucking name of the movie.
Is it Alcatraz? Are you thinking? No, not Alcatraz.
Escape Plan. Escape Plan, I think it is.
Escape Plan, yeah, the first movie, because I know that they did a couple of sequels after that.
Yeah, there's been a few of them now. Yeah.
Yeah, the second one I would avoid like the plague. The second one was just terrible.
Yeah, I figured. I love the first one though. It's a good film.
I mean,
it's not like it's exquisite or anything, but it's it's decent.
Yeah, because if I almost slipped into a coma, it was that boring. The second one, it was that bad. It was like, oh, screw this. I actually switched it off halfway watching the movie. I'm like, oh, no, I can't do this anymore.
So you didn't. You were saying on the other stream there, you didn't like the new Halloween film. The
2018 version.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its moments, and it was entertaining, but like the plot threads, there was quite a few plot threads that didn't make any sense, and just making him like this really powerful supernatural being. I mean, I know that
he's more like the tank than he is the shape. He's channeling Jason more or less. He's fucking taking on groups of dudes. I like the film. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, but like I said in the other stream, there's like a couple things that are just like like fighting a group of dudes twice, coming up victor. Hey,
look who I found!
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Wild Jeff has appeared. What's going on, buddy?
What up, Cody? What up, Andy? How you guys doing this evening? Congratulations on all your new stuff, the growth. It's good to see you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jesse's been singing your praises and saying how proud she is of you. So, congratulations! I heard you did your first stream the other day, right, Cody?
Yeah. We had all the mindless mob guys on there. All our mobsters came on for a night of watching me play video games, I guess. And the audience was watching screenshots, I guess, because apparently Streamlabs is a turd when it comes to picking up gameplay.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
I learned
Yeah,
that
it
the
was-
hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indiana Jones
it was moving like at 10 frames per second. It was like,
When I watched it back the next day, I'm like, no,
Kill me in the face.
fuck.
Yeah. No, we do. We all just have all that. I'm noticing just like sometimes with our internet, I'm like, wow, man, it sucks that we can't stream anything in HD anymore because nothing fucking renders fast enough in real time on our goddamn internet.
But the nice part is we have connections on the Xbox, so like we at least get some decent speeds out of that shit. But all the wireless is nothing. Let's see who's going here. I'm just reading the chat because I'm so far away from the computer screen.
Yeah, Keely Chow is here. Hominous Nocturna, the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff. He says.
Hey, I like that introduction.
Toxic is here too. Sorry, Walsey's weak ass just finally texted
That's
again.
Toxic masculinity, is it?
It is.
Oh, he changed his
It is
name?
Indeed. Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
he did.
Hey, Toxic, what's up? I know you.
Oh yeah, we love him.
I'll be back
Thank
in.
you.
Sorry, about to say I'll be back in a moment. I also have to nip to the bathroom quickly.
That is allowed. That's allowed. If it's allowed for me, it's allowed for you.
Bring us with you.
What did I miss while I was gone? Toxic says my guess is Bassman can brew the prison wine, but Andy is Scottish, so he'll most likely make a shiv. My money is on Andy over the Bassman. Was there some bet over who was going to win in a prison fight between the two of you? Did I miss
I
this?
don't know. We just got on the topic of prisons, and then it got me on the topic of Escape Plan with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, and a deep, dark path of movies and pop culture, and we just ended up on Halloween Kills. So it was just one of them type of movie discussions type of things. So
I
don't know.
If it wasn't a troll picture, I think they made another mistake in Halloween Kills. I think in the opening shot when they go to the flashback, they accidentally show a modern car. I have to go back and make sure it's in the movie because somebody sent me a screenshot with the title card over it, so it looks like it's from the movie.
Yeah.
But we'll go back and check because if it is, that's just another embarrassing.
That's just lame.
Great Scott.
Like leaving a Starbucks cup on the set of Game of Thrones.
That was an embarrassment.
It's little things like that that just like indications of how little care actually goes into some of this so-called art these days. Like that, at that point, it's not art, you know? At that point, like those kinds of mistakes on something small budget, whatever. But there's so many people responsible for making sure that shit goes right, you know? That's like, how do you miss that? There's so many people who had to miss that. The prop, like the prop master, the continuity editor, the editor in post, like all the people reviewing the dailies.
I wonder.
Every single person who screened that episode before it came out, like not a single fucking one of them was like, yo, you guys might want to do some of that Starbucks cup in that one shot.
See, Game of Thrones has a higher budget than Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Like, that's less.
Nobody saw that yet. That's crazy.
That's
the
even
fucking
less,
cup.
yeah. That's just bullshit.
Unless they did it intentionally. Sending
Like,
messages and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Although, like, maybe the cast was just saying, maybe the people who are working on the film were just saying, we don't care. Hey, look, there's a coffee cup there. Fuck it. Leave it in there.
I think,
Right.
dude, it could have been a situation where they're just like, hey, look, a coffee cup, and left it in. Like some editor didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like,
right. I mean, I honestly can
controls
see
the
that.
script?
Like, like honestly, that's where it goes because that's ultimately when you get to that level and you get to the producers and you go, okay, well, we can pull this shot, but you know, might whatever this. Like, honestly, changing that shot would take seconds. It's literally just some asshole going like, oh, I don't care, I don't give a shit, I don't give enough of a shit at that
Did
point.
you see I brought you a piece of garlic bread and
I
cheese?
did. I should eat it.
Cool. That's what I do. It's really good.
Uh,
So, Cody, are you excited for the Eternals this week? And the answer is no, obviously.
I'm in. Like I said before, when it comes to Marvel, when it comes to superhero movies, I'm with Cap, man. You know, like, go ahead. I'm good.
yeah.
I'm chilling with Cap on the bench. I don't think I will. I'm good. Keep all your fucking movie, your Lokis, your Eternals, your Captain Marvel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s. Stick them up your ass. I'm good. I love.
have A-listers to like look forward to. Like, and I know I say that in a weird way with Spider-Man coming out because he's the biggest Marvel superhero ever, but he's also not theirs, and it also doesn't feel like he belongs in the MCU. Like,
Jeff, you mean you're not excited for Morbius? You're not excited for
I forgot that was happening.
for so many lead ups for months of people telling you
forgot to talk about
how
Morbius on my show.
amazing
Fuck.
of an actor.
I don't want to be
Jared Leto
offensive.
is?
Yeah, I don't want to be
No,
offensive
Jesse,
to
you know why?
people when it comes to Tom Holland or the new Spider-Man, but he's not a leading man. I want to say like he doesn't have the on-screen presence, as another
Which is
actor.
why they keep
should.
beefing him up with other people around him.
He's like playing young Spider-Man almost, like flashback almost, like get to a certain
Like
point.
it's like little kid Spider-Man. It's like fucking the
High school, yeah.
Teen Titans
Okay,
version
I'm
of
back.
Spider-Man. Hey, welcome back. We missed you. We were just asking Cody if he was excited for the Eternals. Are you?
No, I haven't really been into Marvel since Infinity War.
Oh, did you skip Endgame?
No, I saw Endgame. I mean, it was decent, but like I said, there hasn't been a really good Marvel movie since Infinity War.
Thank you. I've been saying that since Infinity War, man.
I liked Endgame better than Infinity War, but that's me personally.
I did too.
Wait, you did too?
Because of the ending, because it's like how they wrapped everything up. I
Thank you.
loved it.
Thank
Even
you.
though the time travel shit was like a little silly, and I was like, not really buying it completely. But
Oh yeah, I have criticisms with that movie. I think the reason I end up liking that one better, what makes me different from everybody else, is I actually, I was more critical of Infinity War than a lot of people were. I personally feel like because of some of the incredible things that movie did pull off, and really, really impressively, a lot of people were willing to overlook some of its shortcomings. And then by the time I got to Endgame, through all the Brie Larson shit and all that stuff, it was like, okay, people were more attuned to it. So I personally think that people were just way, way, way unfair in the way that they've treated both of those films. And I actually think Endgame, for a lot of those reasons, I think
films.
Infinity War and Endgame, I think retrospectively.
Well, you just said, I was just asking for clarification. You said Captain Marvel, and then you said,
oh no,
Infinity War,
yeah,
and
no,
you said
fuck
both
that.
films. I was like, whoa.
No, Infinity War and Endgame because I think Captain Marvel happening in between was a big part of that because she really sullied a lot of the way people. I mean, Marvel had.
Wasn't there an Ant-Man movie in there too that we completely forgot about?
Yeah, but the Ant-Man and the Wasp was a fine movie, but it's just not. It didn't because like that one just sort of okay. That was a fine filler movie. There was a Spider-Man one.
After Infinity.
we needed Black Widow. Like
Yeah,
they should have waited for Captain Marvel.
Spider-Man doesn't exist in between.
Captain Marvel could have been another phase. It could have been another deal.
In between.
It should have been
Yes,
Black
between,
Widow's
yeah.
movie at that point, especially since what they did to her, in an Endgame.
We talked about the Black Widow movie on the High Council tonight, and how it was a missed opportunity because Literature Devil goes, it should have been like with Femme Nikita, where you watch her in the Red Room and you see her do terrible things in the first act, and then she gets saved by Clint. And, like,
Absolutely.
at the end.
Why? This is the.
Wasn't it? You know, we figured it out though. This is it. This is my point. This is the lie that marketing believes. They think recognizable characters have to be moral and just. Last week with Michael Myers, everyone was up in arms. He's a homophobe. He's a killer. He should be a killer. He should be racist. He should be all these things. He's the bad guy.
Yeah,
We think because the main title character is the main title character, they're supposed to be virtuous and good. James Bond's an assassin. Michael Myers is a serial killer. Freddy Krueger is a child rapist. They're the fictional, but they're the mainstays. Marvel makes the mistake. They all make the mistakes of thinking their characters need to be moral and just because they're the marketable. I think that's marketable.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's the story you wanted to see. That's
You
the
want to
story
slap a fucking Darth Vader Funko Pop. The guy's a fucking mass murderer. Killed children, killed fucking all these people. Like,
Yeah.
let's make Darth Vader stuffies, and like,
Exactly.
this guy is a fucking dictator.
He's a bad guy.
genocidal killer. Like,
Wonder Woman raped a guy.
yeah. And the plot threads in the new Halloween movie didn't make any sense. I get about mob mentality, especially out of fear that they can't think logically. But how can you mistake a 4'2" guy for Michael Myers? Seriously,
the fucking
seriously,
penguin.
because I said this to Cody in Montana that the guy looks like Danny DeVito's stunt double. He does.
James Jude Courtney.
Oh my god.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, clearly they know that Michael Myers is a beast of a man. He's and then
His
Cody
picture was on
actually,
TV. His picture was on
yeah,
fucking TV with the other guy.
yeah. I mean, he's like 6 foot something. Cody actually had a great idea of like how they should have framed it. Like it should have actually been from Michael's, the guy's point of view, so you don't actually see the guy, but you see like this first person perspective.
Yeah, you should have never known. You should have never known that was him.
No, because then
the big reveal. It's like, oh, because we're watching this asshole enter the hospital. Like, oh, that's the dickhead who hit the fucking lamppost from earlier. We know this guy. Like, oh, there's all these people want to kill this guy. Like, don't kill this guy. That's not the right guy. But if we had it from like his perspective, where he's just walking through the fucking hospital, putting blood on the wall and stuff, like, oh, like, is that Michael? We don't know. And then it gets to a point where it's like, oh shit, like they're gonna get him, and it just reveals like it's one of the escapees, and you're like, oh shit, and then he kills himself, or I don't know, to reveal it when he like drops to the ground and the guy like dies.
It would have
like,
been much better if they edited that scene differently.
What about Tommy though? Because I was saying about Tommy, there's that small fella like splattered on the pavement, and he's like, "Are you sure that isn't him? Are you sure?" It's like, yeah, of course I'm sure. Of course I'm sure. Look at the guy.
Why didn't the fucking cops have his mask plastered on the news? His face plastered. Like, how did they not know that was Michael Myers that escaped the fucking deal? The movie's just like, no, they don't know who Michael Myers is. They don't know who the guy who killed 4 kids was, or 4 people was. Like, they're not gonna have his face on TV. Like,
that's the one thing.
Evil dies tonight again.
Dude,
and again
they said it 45 times in that movie. Oh my God. But the one thing they do with Michael Myers by constantly rebooting him is they took away all of his like legendary kills. So all you're doing is watching a movie. When you watch Halloween 2018, you're watching a movie about a guy that snapped in 1978 and killed 3 teenagers and a cop. And that's like the thing is like they never got over it. If you watch the other movies, he got away and killed a bunch of people at a hospital. He did this, and he's got all these epic kills. Yeah. But for fuck's sake, in these movies, it's like they're so focused. And this is Star Wars. This is anything that is an IP. They want to go back to the old form, and then they want to tell new stories that undo the other stories that kills the brand.
Yeah. To me, there's this weird obsession with like deconstructing everything and being clever and being original. I don't know. Maybe this is the reaction to how, like in the 90s, you called everything was cliche. That's so cliche. That's so cliche. That's so cliche. And so like the counterculture to that was, oh my God, we can't believe cliche. This is what it was. It's fucking marketing, and the people with the money who hear what the young kids are saying. Oh, the young kids hate things that are cliche. They hate things that are cliche. So they go on this fucking 20-year binge to have to make sure nothing is cliche ever, to the point where they like just break down things so they exist with the same level of randomness and uselessness and pointlessness of regular life, of like an ordinary, non-exciting day in somebody's existence. Or they want to subvert your expectations like that. Let's not show you the story that we think you want to see. Let's show you the story that we think you don't want to see, because then you'll definitely want to see it if it's not what you want to see. Like, what?
Like the
yeah,
exactly.
Because I know Montana actually brought up a very good point when I was on Cody's stream about how these writers don't know how to write for the younger generation, for the teenagers. Because like in like movies or shows, it's OMG, OMG. It's like teenagers don't talk like that. OMG.
They don't. No, it's weird because it's becoming a, and that's actually, interestingly, you wonder when it's going to fully break, because we've talked to some young people in the past couple of years, family members and just other.
Those weird dare kids.
The weird dare kids on the street. I work with an 11-year-old. She's an extraordinary 11-year-old, but I work with children a lot, kids a lot. I encounter them a lot throughout fencing as a referee as well. They don't. Actually, the Gen Zers or whatever they are that everyone, makes fun of and thinks of the MG generation and all this stuff. They apparently have spent a lot of time looking at our generation, mine, yours, etc. We're all, relatively close to the same age here. So, and looked at us basically, not, present company, but the social justice brand. A lot of cases, people a few years younger than us. And so you guys just whine and bitch and don't actually do anything. All you do is bitch about changes that you don't actually make. You don't actually understand how the world works, and we don't want to be like you. We want to be doers. We want to go out and make shit and do stuff.
I agree with that, yeah. They're smart kids. They really are.
Yeah, I'm actually weirdly, I know I'm supposed to be getting to the age where I'm like, oh, you young kids these days. And I don't know. I think younger millennials fucking tired themselves out with all that okay boomer shit to try to assert why they're not the most useless generation. And all they ultimately did was demonstrate to the next generation exactly why they are the most useless fucking generation.
I always talk about that weird window of people that are 2 to 3 years younger than me that I feel disconnected
They're
from.
like aliens.
Those are the people that
That's
the younger
what it is.
people
It's
are
the young
talking
end
shit
of,
about.
It's the young end of the millennials.
Yeah,
the ones
they're
who
fucking
didn't
retarded.
live in the dinosaur age long enough like we
It's
did.
called the pre-digital internet age.
Because we talked about this, actually, Cody, it might have been with you or somebody not that long ago, about how we grew up with enough analog things in our lives that it's not
That was
was that just the two of us? Oh, that it's not such a stretch to imagine what our parents dealt with, with analog versions of things that we always had digital.
Yeah.
But so few of those things are left. We are so many steps removed in some cases from those original analog functions that there's no frame of reference for it anymore. For people,
Life is so easy.
Exactly. But now, but what you have though is that now you have Gen Z who grew up only knowing this world and who grew up with parents who understand this world better than, say, the boomers did, people who grew up completely without it. So they feel a sense of agency and entitlement, not necessarily entitlement, but sometimes, but definitely a sense of agency within this new digital landscape. Yeah. Whereas I think the young millennials are the ones that feel the sense of entitlement to it and no sense of responsibility to either caretake the older generation or provide anything for the next.
And I think there's some amazing creators just waiting to be discovered out there, or waiting to grow to a certain age or a certain skill point.
Definitely.
These kids know how to use these programs. They know how to use everything. They grew up around it. They know how to utilize everything as a tool.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what comes 10, 15, 20 years down the road,
Yeah.
I think there's going to be an indie revolution for pretty much everything.
I agree.
For how bad things are nowadays, I think these kids aren't going to want to, kick on the television or, watch their favorite program anymore, because they're going to be designing or making their own favorite program or writing their own favorite comic or
exactly,
making their own favorite movie. That's just kind of the way it's going to end up, because, as the quality has dipped so far, in the mainstream, it's going to really backfire on them and create, like I said, like the indie revolution, that consumer revolution of people that are going to want better and demand better, and create better ultimately. So,
and you know what's cool is I think we are here are all kind of a part of that too, even as slightly older folk, but we I've had many opportunities, and I don't know if that's been the same for you, but I know Jeff, has been in that boat too, where we've had a lot of opportunities, that if we had wanted to pursue them, to align ourselves with the tribe, that could fulfill promises. Oh, you walk the walk over here, you talk the talk over here, you embrace this identity group, that interest group, this whatever group, and we'll get you where you want to go. And that's fine, but none of us have really given into those things. And I think for the best at this point, because what I think you're seeing is all of anybody who is attached to tribalism, anybody who's attached to these us versus them mindsets, are very, very rapidly spinning their wheels into dead ends, more and more. And like, it's just, I don't know. It's like we all lived in this big fat lie where we kept telling ourselves that everything was creative and beautiful and wonderful, until people started realizing that no, all of our media was just the recycled version of something that came before. And so then everyone splinters and says, we'll make it more SJW and it'll be good. We'll make it more black and it'll be good. We'll make it more this and it'll be good. Make it more violent, make it more Asian, make it more whatever. And each one of these splintered ideologies of how we're going to make entertainment good again, how we're going to make creativity good again, how we're going to make humanity, civilization good again, are just another equally selfish reflection of the other one, packaged with different, button words and descriptions. And so all of those are just because that's the mainstream. Mainstream says that's what you do. You attach yourself to a tribe and you fight tooth and nail with everybody else until they die. And people like us have never been part of that mainstream. And so it is just as easy now to say, well, fuck that and those ideologies as it was to say in middle school, not buy into every fashion trend or music trend or whatever trend. And the nice thing is that we are the people that everyone else is going to need as soon as they open their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And more people are starting to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's gonna be. The last few years have felt like a lot of things grinding to a halt, but I'm
Well, I
at
think
the
a lot.
point where I'm,
Sorry, I think a lot of fandoms had to burn, and I think a lot of people had to be dissatisfied with their, the things they love the most in order to get to a point like this. But sorry, go ahead.
no, I think you're exactly right. It's actually kind of sort of springboarded me into exactly what I was gonna say. No, it's
Okay.
perfect. You really, really set me up for it perfectly because that's exactly right. And I think that in spite of that being the case, how many fandoms are on fire? How many fandoms are on fire? How much has gone to shit and how bad everything is right
Yeah.
now? My
Yeah,
optimism is actually increasing because I'm starting to feel like we're getting to that place. It's not even like where it can't get any worse, where we're just out of new ideas to make it worse. Like we're just recycling. It's stale. It's not like it's just getting worse anymore. It's just like it's running out.
You know what I think it is too. On top of that, enough people who are enamored by the, let's just say, diversity gets a pass, or whatever ideology gets a pass in entertainment. I think The Eternals is the first movie to go, that's not enough. Because I'm reading these reviews, these scathing 1-star reviews that go out of their way to stop and say how great presentation and diversity is. And they go rip apart the movie. It used to be, it would stop at the diversity and representation and then tell you why it's good and why it's empowering. And they wouldn't even finish a review. They'd tell you some fucking personal story about, oh, my friend and this and that would be the review.
Worse, I can't even tell you how many reviews I read that said, well, this movie's kind of a meandering mess and the plot doesn't really make sense and the visuals aren't really that great. But the fact that they actually do a trans whatever, this, oh my God, identity and do it like honorable makes this movie a 10 out of 5. Oh my God, you have to go see it if you're not, you're racist.
And that is dead now.
Thank fucking God.
Has Disney stopped scratching their back?
That's what I think.
I don't think they can afford to anymore.
Disney can't afford to because it can't.
Yeah.
It started with.
Right.
It was one of their other some other movie came out. I think it was The Rise of Skywalker, is when they stopped paying.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
I think post COVID they just don't pay. But
they've lost too much from the parks. You think maybe, or you think it has something to do with the parks, maybe, with taking them such a loss there, and the movies obviously too.
I just think of Disney as a whole pie. And so obviously certain things cause problems, for it either way. But realistically, with The Rise of Skywalker, I think they knew enough people caught onto their shit. So they just wanted honest reviews. So they couldn't be put there. They thought, well, we're going to make the money. We're going to do this. So it doesn't matter if we get 100% praise reviews. But like, people were enamored organically from The Force Awakens, artificially for The Last Jedi, and then it was natural for The Rise of Skywalker, but it was not positive.
Yeah.
Good call, that one I took a minute ago.
Yeah.
You go first.
Sorry, we're just getting more weed because that's what makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also
You guys got
10 or 11 at night. So.
It is 11
You
at
guys,
night.
you guys like the vape, eh? How's that work for you? I've got friends who use it too. So,
Dude,
smell wise and
it is
stuff, they use it.
So we have, it's actually, this is like an old generation now at this point. It's called the Vessel.
Or the Emperor around these parts.
Yeah, we call it the Emperor. This is Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, all of our devices are named after Star Wars bad guys.
Yeah.
There's Darth Vapor.
We have Grand Puff Tarkin.
The Death Star's the popcorn maker.
General Grievous.
General Grievous.
Yeah.
We never named him Atlanta.
No, we didn't.
But it's kind of dead.
It's kind of dead now anyway. So
let's name it. What's the face? L337.
I actually have that tradition too. I've named a bunch of my paraphernalia after Star Wars characters. I think it's just one of those things you do when you're a stoner and a Star Wars fan,
Yeah.
We should name something after Greedo. Okay, no.
We should.
I had a 3-foot bong that was blue and white, and I called it Jango Fett.
Nice.
One of those things where it's like you're like 16 and you hope they don't ask you how old you are when you're buying it, and you're driving home from the fucking store on a bike with a bong on the handlebars, and you're going like this type of deal,
I'm old enough for that. You think you're the coolest fucking person in the goddamn world.
I'm like, boys, look what I got. Look what I got. Get the sink. Go to the sink. Let's go.
I just remember how it was like a thing. It was like when I was a preteen around there or teenager, they started to come out with those retarded like giant, like the ones you get at amusement parks and stuff, the cups, the big plastic cups that just look like giant bongs.
Yeah.
I guarantee that kids were just like turning them into shitty plastic bongs at home because legitimately all you have to do is add a whatchamacall, like the spout in the bowl and whatnot, and then you have yourself basically a bong.
Yeah, the work's all done for you, yeah.
But yeah, I got one and we called it the Giant Bong, and I think I wrote the Giant Bong on it. I had it for some like event, and my friends all signed it, and I kept it. It's still in my room.
Do you remember that during that era? Do you remember the weird trend of like they talk about it in Mean Girls, where they're pushing kids to be adult? Like that was a weird thing in that era. And I know you like the movie Mean Girls, but like Amy Poehler's character is what I'm trying to say. Like, but that was like a society thing. Like everyone was obsessed with everyone like knowing about sex and drinking and drugs. Like, and it wasn't like a precautionary thing. It's like, hey, participate, teens. It was a weird like little window.
I remember distinctly, and I don't know if it's gone back up now or if it's just like it was just when culture crashed at that point. But oh god, that really hit me.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly though.
Hello.
Being like horrified that
shit.
Oh yeah, excuse that.
Too bad that wasn't.
She's fucked.
That was, I think. I'm in water now. Hold on, give me a second.
The show is over, everybody. Night.
Yeah, hold on.
Now it's about to get good.
She's dying, yeah.
So, what I'll tell you guys though is we have a name for a one-hit knockout. It's called a Dragatha Christie because it comes from a Doctor Who reference. Remember when Doctor Who meets Agatha Christie? And he goes, "Oh, you're brilliant. You tricked me every time. You fooled me well once, but it was a good once." And so that's where it comes from. Good once. A Dragatha Christie.
Good once.
Yeah, no, I'm old school, man. I still got my bong sitting outside and still grind up my weed like a peasant.
Yo, we have something that looks like an electric bong, but it's for dabs. So you just instead of having
that's
like
witchcraft. That's witchcraft.
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
I have.
It is witchcraft. It's fucking. So the first night I ever dabbed, sorry, I just realized that I think Tuesday nights are just going to become a stoner stream. Non-stoners, you're welcome, but I'm just going to be stoned on Tuesdays. I'm not sweating from that hit. So, yeah. So the first time I ever dabbed was with my friend, and we'd already done a fuck ton from his vape that night. And that got you. There you go. We'd already done a fuck ton that night already, and so we tried it. And
Jeff too.
No. So we tried it, and then we went out, and so he could show me these burgers. They were these like Japanese style deep fried sushi burgers.
What?
Why haven't we ever talked about this?
I've showed you the video of that night, and I think it has a brief bit of the. I never explained it to you. I just showed you the video. Okay. So we got this burger. Yeah, it's like the burger itself is deep fried, and it's like a tempura burger. It's a tempura burger, and it's topped with like shit you'd find on like sushi things. Goat Boy Blue. He is the Bassman, as in fish, hence the fish logo.
You can call me the Bassman soon because I just got one.
Jeff did get it.
Oh yeah, I wish I could be the Bassman. But no, I'm the Bassman. I catch fish really shittily, so that's what I do.
You just like you do it shittily. Like I don't even catch it well. I just do it poorly. Also on this night after burgers, we came back and got udon because I needed udon. And then I think, was that the night we watched a fuck ton of BoJack Horseman, or was that a different night?
In the 90s.
I was on a very famous TV show. Anyway, I put out that video though. If you, we could just watch. You guys want to watch the video of the night I was really, really fucked up with my friend?
Yes.
It's like a couple. Andy's like, maybe.
Commentary. Here we go. Let's do it.
All right. So I just like put it on my channel with no explanation. Let's see. Stay microphone. It's really hard to put a microphone stand on a bed. Of course, it's our internet connection, so you'll probably get to watch it one frame per been it.
Oh, just like my video game stream the other night.
Yeah.
My slideshow games.
Slideshow games. Yay.
That's what you should call your channel.
That sounds excellent.
So, Jesse,
Yes.
slideshow sounds a lot like sideshow.
Uh,
And I remember that dude figure we were gonna get.
Yeah. We should get it.
I did.
What did I click on? I did not click it, right? I didn't click on anything. I'm just.
You clicked on your current video by mistake.
I thought I clicked on this. Oh, my
Click on it
okay.
again.
I don't want to. I don't want to know if my banner takes me to ads.
No. It's
Just taking my studio. Strangeness. Okay, so we have to find this video now. I don't remember what the fuck I called it because it was the video about weed. Let me share so we can go on the journey through my random videos together. You guys want to go on a journey back through time through my channel?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's take this journey together, all of us. Sounds good.
We shall do it. So StreamYard's updated something low key that I didn't notice until the last time that I used it, and I really fucking appreciate it. I don't know if you noticed this. It automatically clicks share tab audio now instead of forcing you to do it. Use something in your tooth there. Well, you know what? I didn't notice it until recently, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, that duck doesn't fuck around unless it comes to game streaming. Then he really fucks around.
And he fucks you in the
There's
ass
nothing
with
but
his
fucking
beak.
around.
Yeah,
All right, so
get fucked by a duck. Yep.
So here we go. Videos, uploads.
Now I'm like
I'll
weirdly
probably
off
find
center.
it faster going this way. Yeah, all videos sort by oldest. It'll be closer to the back than it is to the front. So here's the real adventure. Did you guys know the very This is Fun Mindless Entertainment trivia right now? The very first video on my channel is Sliced Bread. It is it was something I recorded as both comedy and my voiceover demo and my hand modeling demo when I came to LA. So it is a fake commercial for Sliced Bread. And then Mindless Entertainment actually originated as a variety show, sort of like Truth or Dare from the audience. And there were 2 full episodes of it. That's where Drunk Bible Stories was born. One of my favorite recurring segments. And then the earliest videos of the cat, Han rolling over on command, Lando playing fetch, which is precious now because he doesn't do it anymore. And Han's angry noms. Oh, good times. Second episode of Mindless Entertainment. My stand-up comedy. Did you know that? There's like a bazillion of my old stand-up on there. Future celebrity interviews. Jeremiah Benjamin. How
I
about
saw
that?
the haircut.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the happy German girl. The uploads from Gish, from years of Gish. Oh, Cody, since you like Transformers, it's 15 seconds. If it wants to load. It'll be like 3 hours of our life trying to get it to load, though. One day. Oh my God, what is happening?
Played it all through.
What is happening? Stop. Stop.
Yeah, smack it. You smack that
Oh, you
internet.
already ended one ahead of me. You took one first and then handed it to me.
Just gotta take the
You took another
modem
one,
and curb
now you're
stomp
taking
it.
a third one. I've only taken one. Yeah, you're 2 ahead. Rude. Fucker.
Leave it on,
Oh. See?
fucker.
Swing the
See?
modem around by the cables and smack it off the walls and shit. That'll make it work.
Watch.
Or you can always unplug it. That might work too. But then you'll,
Actually,
if you
show.
unplug it, it'll disappear though. So that's not good.
Actually showing up full screen for you guys, so that's something. Sort of. Well, this is not working.
I saw it. Just hiding in the pillows.
Yeah, so obviously it's let me here. I'm gonna do this a different way.
Nice.
I just can't share a video right now because our internet's not good enough to do it. So I can't share the video of me and Torrent because our internet's not good enough. So that makes
Guys
it
got
really
like an
sad.
internet demon or something.
We
Fuckers
really
is-
need to call Spectrum and be like, what the fuck? You
Let's
know,
call
like
them
we are
all.
literally, this is our job and we
Hey,
can't
look.
do it. We pay you all the money to do our job and we can't do
I
it.
got the TV fixed under warranty. So now we'll call the internet. Really?
You need to call the church, get an exorcism. Like, yo, internet demons, fix them.
Avenge me!
Anyway, for those who didn't see that video, who couldn't perceive it at all, I was the transformer made out of pillows. But anyway, if you go look on my channel, somewhere there's a video of me and my friend Torrent gallivanting around Seattle.
Oh, she dying again.
Fucking bombed. Yeah, my first night on that. I can tell you how to find it easily.
Is it on that other channel? Is it on that mysterious other channel?
No, it's on my regular one. And if I wasn't too lazy, I would just go get the link and drop it here. Let me go find.
Oh, the night has begun.
Who's in the pen? All right. F is exploding the microphone with explosions. Okay.
How do I explode with explosions?
Let me see if I can find this fucking the name of this video for you guys so you can at least watch it if you want to, because it's fun.
Weren't you guys saying, Jesse, were you saying something about Weird Al Yankovic earlier?
Was I?
I think so.
Bobby Weird Al Yankovic killed himself in 1985 when people stopped thinking he was funny.
I didn't realize that he was in Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's like my favorite part. It was like Halloween 2, I think it was.
I did not know that.
Where Loomis just like turns into a bad guy all of a sudden and just like, oh yeah, he's evil now. He's corporate.
Oh, you
I
can
shouldn't
also
even talk about that movie. give it publicity. I don't think so. Or I redact my comments.
Oh, the original meant to offend videos. Hey, the Getting Misgendered one got 3,000 views over time. That was like a pre-channel taking off, pre-Last Jedi. Meant to offend why The Force Awakens is worse than the prequels. Also a pre-Last Jedi video. Back when I used to do Teen Angst Tuesday, I used to find old poems that I wrote and read them on my channel. God, that was fun. I should do that again. And Meant to Offend. It was a series that predated words that predated Last Jedi channel taking off by a lot. Also, Jesse's journal, which I think I might continue on Patreon one day. I used to read entries from my first grade journal and show the pictures. I feel like it was worth a lot. It was worth a lot to me. I did actually, with clickbait over time, get 693 people to watch Jesse's journal intimate detail revealed. At least play you the audio of that. I love it. There's an ad on it. Like, I make money off of this shit. That's hilarious to me. That just made sense for this.
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. I'm your host, Jesse Milestone. Yes, your cruel, cruel host who has made you wait until essentially the beginning of Wednesday for another exciting episode of Jesse's Journal. Last week, we got a self-portrait and found out how old I was at the time of writing and drawing that. Spoiler alert, it was 6. This week, I have some more fun, intimate details about my first grade self to share with you. So on September 18th of 1997, I wrote, "My favorite color is orange." And to illustrate this point, I just drew a lot of fucking orange everywhere. No clever smiley face placement this week. Where the fuck are you gonna put it to make it clever anyway?
I really enjoyed that. So that was like my favorite time of the only time I ever did clickbait and my favorite version of clickbait. I titled that Jesse's Journal Intimate Detail Revealed.
And some guys just like, oh, fuck, come on, man. That's it.
I mean, I didn't lie. Like, my favorite color, that's an intimate, I mean, it's not that intimate, but it's a detail. Anyway, I just also enjoy that. I was 6. So I was like, all right, my favorite color is orange. What should I draw to illustrate that I like orange? I just take the orange crayon and fucking scribble on the page until it is full of fucking orange.
Just like looking at the teacher being like, yeah, why don't you fucking do this, you drawing, eh?
Mm-hmm. That is funny. Someone said cruel host knows. I don't see. Where's Cecil? Like, it's funny because that's this predates Cecil. Jesse's journal 20-year-old alibi. I do technically have an alibi for that date, in case I need it. So, oh shit! There's that chocolate ranch barbecue I was telling you guys about earlier. Oh look, it's the last video I made before I saw The Last Jedi, before it came out. Star Wars feminism, original trilogy versus The Force Awakens. That's exciting.
Yeah, you were not liking the sequels from the beginning, right?
No, like I said,
No.
my video, why The Force Awakens is worse than the prequels, predates The Last Jedi by many, many months. So not only was I hating it then, but in April, after The Force Awakens came out, I was still stewing over how much I hated The Force Awakens. So
Have you guys seen that? Was it The Room, Star Wars prequel mashup
Yes.
from last year? Yeah,
No,
like it was. Yeah, yeah.
No, actually, that's
Yes,
actually
it was a love story between Tommy Wiseau and Anakin Skywalker. I would, I'll drop you. I'll drop you the link. It's
Oh my God,
really
please.
funny.
Oh God. Oh my God, I made so many videos about The Last Jedi. First of all, I avoided it for a while. I was like, all right, I made my Last Jedi review. And then I was like, all right, back to my channel, doing Meant to Offend, doing my little How to Be Poor series. Meant to Offend, all right, cool, my fun stuff, my little sketches. And then I was like, but that Star Wars video has thousands and thousands of views and everything else does not. And then I made Kylo Ren doesn't make sense because he doesn't. And then I had 3.5 minutes to talk about that. And then it took 7.5 minutes to explain why the Last Jedi opening crawl bugs me. I'm sure these are all like still very entertaining points. And then the ever popular Meant to Offend size does matter.
That was just like a different time. People were just so pissed about that film, and it was all like justified.
Star Wars, the biggest problem with Blue Milk. Like, I would go back and watch all of these and probably laugh. Star Wars before feminism, in the video where I proudly proclaim that Star Wars is more important than feminism.
I dropped the link to that video in the chat.
Oh,
So,
thank you,
the,
Andy.
Tommy Wiseau.
You're a good soul. Oh, and then there's a bunch of stuff about the Eagles being in the Super Bowl. It's also funny because you'll see me wear Eagles jerseys in half of these videos. Oh, here it is. Adventures in Seattle. That's what it's called. That's a pretty obvious title. Adventures in Seattle.
Well, I'm glad you guys are collecting things other than dust now. In that trophy case.
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you. Fuck the Cowboys. We beat the Lions. We did that. Oh my God. Han Solo trailer. Jesus Christ. There were so many videos to be made. Eagles. Anyway, yeah. So it's called Adventures in Seattle, and it's 3 minutes of me and my best college buddy Torrent fucked up in Seattle. Just like, and I actually could probably just here. You'll get it better if I just hold it up and show it to you.
Like, look at here.
We've paid out over.
We're skipping the ad.
What is
Oh.
this? What is magic for me? Why, this is a motherfucking deep fried burger. And I am very excited.
Oh, on January 28th. Hold on.
But I still picture.
Ah.
And I am very excited.
On January 28th, Jessie spent a night out in Seattle with her best college bro. Here are some of the things that happened.
Believe that I still picture. Will let us
Did you
know
just
all the
record
things.
the first time?
No.
Well, okay,
Yes.
then it's,
How do you know? You don't know. You can't prove it.
I could
No.
find.
So I started recording because I was trying to prove something. I
So
know
what conversation are you trying to prove happened?
The one about how to prove that the conversation happens, or that the night happened, more importantly.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. We were so fucked up, we couldn't figure out if we would ever be able to prove that this night happened.
The wide world too.
So I had to record it to prove that the night happened.
Because this is what you do. Right?
Indeed.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, we're going to 7-Eleven to get sugar.
I've never been to that 7-Eleven, so I don't know what the
Well,
concept.
what is the thing that is 5 blocks away?
Like a Shell station, I think.
I feel like 7-Eleven is more better.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to go 4 blocks, and I think we're gonna make it.
I don't know.
This is the journey we have taken, and it'll be great. Tora forgot his wallet. Conveniently, he gave me money for drugs earlier, so now I can buy
Now
sugar.
it sounds like I bought drugs from you, though.
Kind of sounds like that. That's not what happened. Money's not actually for drugs, by the way. Pop-Tarts, where would I hide? Bam! S'mores. We were having a
Grab.
conversation
Doesn't even pick
that
grab.
the night happened, which then no worries, small child, which then was I lost my train of thought. Okay, we were trying
You're gonna make me.
to prove we were discussing how to prove to you that this night happened, and then discussed how evidence of this night happening, which then led to a conversation about proving the evidence proved the thing. That's how we ended up here.
Okay, but we could have just stopped because I agree that a recording is evidence of a conversation that would be accepted in a court of law. Or when I casually ask tomorrow, was that a real series of
Yeah,
events?
but is it would the error have been fun if it was less excessive?
Could you restate that question?
Would anything ever be more fun, less excessive?
I see how you rephrased it to make it more difficult to understand, but nonetheless, I'm here with you. Now this is the most fun we could have possibly had, I guess.
Agreed.
I think that was it. Is that it? That should be it. Yep. So, could you tell we were really high?
No, not at all.
No,
No.
no, of course not. No.
We were in
I did
Seattle,
a
you
lot
said?
of- Yeah. Yeah. And then somehow ate udon after the sugar. Yeah, we went to 7-Eleven to get the sugar and then went to the udon place and brought it back and ate it watching BoJack or Rick and Morty. I think it was BoJack. Anyway, Angela Straven's here. I was just thinking about you earlier, dude. I was like, I should see if he wants to do a stream again sometime because he's cool. So, Cody, do you know Angelus?
I don't think so. No.
He used
But
to
I
be
will in a
back in the
second.
wrestler. He might be a
creep.
vampire.
I'm a creep real quick.
Okay. Creep away. I got to meet him in person twice now because he came out to Vegas and we hung out a bunch there. And then he came out to Horror Hound in Cincinnati where he has joined the illustrious Second Floor crew. And you had to have been on the second floor to understand the second floor. Second floor! Second floor. Anyway. It's a thing, though. It's a thing. If you want to be... Oh, you're on Tony's stream just as Gangrel. Oh, I'm sure that was epic. He does really good cosplay, costume things. He has fangs, too. Second floor! See? Second floor. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shirt at some point. Like, there's going to be an OG second floor shirt, and then there's going to be a way to join the second floor crew. Yeah. Yes. But essentially, Jeff is going to start building an in-person convention crew. So if you want to be part of that, show up at conventions where world-class bullshitters are going to be, and you can be initiated. Speaking of initiation, Andy.
Oh.
No. Oh, God.
You haven't been initiated. You've not been initiated. So, where's my fucking sticky notes? Okay, stickies. Okay. Here. No. Breakfast Club drinking game, Princess Bride drinking game, Hercules drinking game, metal bands, flying stuff. Okay. I don't know what any of these things mean. Where? Okay, here we go. Here's all my gajillions of tabs on my. I'm glad I organized this once upon a time because I have way too many open tabs. Mindless entertainment initiation ritual. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to change one part of the initiation ritual because you're not on camera. So normally at the end of it, you have to do the cow tongue salute by trying to stick your tongue up your nose. You salute the cow. But you're going to have to salute the cousin of the cow. You're going to have to do your best Philadelphian accent and yell "Go Birds" as loud as you can yell. I know it's like the wee hours of the morning. So
that's don't get political with us now. Come on,
fight me, Cody.
Propaganda.
I will have
dirty
my
birds.
way.
Kid me.
I will have my way. Alternately, if you don't want to say "Go Birds," I will give you another option. Then you could say "Fuck the Cowboys."
Oh,
that would also be acceptable to me.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry, my 5 Super Bowls are plugging my hearing here.
Maybe one day I will play the Princess Bride drinking game again. The last time I played the Princess Bride drinking game, so the problem is the Princess Bride drinking game just becomes drink for every line. And the last time that happened, I walked down the street screaming at the top of my lungs just for the fun of it. I understood then years later when I met this friend's family member who got way too drunk and went, "Hey, check this out." I just like yelled. I was like, I understand you because of that night. Anyway. Where were we? Oh, yes. So yes, Andy, yes.
So I have to basically do a Philadelphian accent and go Birds.
Yes, or fuck the Cowboys, or both if you want bonus points.
I can't do accents.
That's not classy. That's not classy. That's
it's
America's
okay.
team, Jesse. How dare you?
You know what? You're not even from America, so it's piss off.
So what? That means I'm unbiased. I can look at America and be like, "That's your team. There it is."
Yeah, it's not like Canadians are known for their intelligence, all right?
Yeah, just because I live in Canada does not mean I'm not intelligent.
Canada, my favorite place. America's hat.
Yeah.
Suck it.
We got poutine, man. I'm good.
Poutine.
You have no idea.
Anyway, so for the bovine salute, Andy, you'll be required to exclaim one of those phrases in your best attempt. It doesn't have to be good. You heard my Scottish accent earlier, so it's like I have it coming. Okay, so you ready to do the salute?
Okay,
repeat after me. In the name of the God Empress.
In the name of the God Empress.
I heretofore.
Wait, do I have to do that in the Philadelphia accent?
No, just the salute part.
All right. So, we'll say it again. Sorry.
In the name of the God Empress.
In the name of the God Empress.
I heretofore. Pledge my sword.
Pledge my sword.
To the mindless mob.
To the mindless mob.
And salute the mighty bovine.
Salute the mighty bovine.
And please perform your salute now.
Go Eagles. Oh.
That was lovely. Okay. Now, you must answer the following questions. And if you fail to answer one of these questions or answer the last one incorrectly, then you must do your best version of whatever yours sounds.
Oh, God. Oh, yes.
You got to give us a no noise if you don't answer or fail to satisfy.
What the hell?
All right. What was your worst romantic or sexual encounter ever?
That's romantic. I probably would say that when I went on a date about 8 years, me and this chick just didn't click, and then she just ended up just leaving me to pay for the tab, I guess.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Thank you for sharing. What's something in your life you've always felt underappreciated for?
Something in my life that I feel underappreciated for. Don't know. Guess. I guess my loyalty. I guess because some people just take me for granted. Because like I'm one of those type of people that's like ride or die kind of mentality, and I stick up for my friends, whatever. And like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I've been stabbed in the back a few times before.
Yeah,
So
I feel that one. That's me too. I've also been in that situation before too, where it's like you've gone all out for somebody, and then you just need them to show up for you a little bit, and they're gone.
Yeah, because you just want them to reciprocate that. That's all.
Exactly.
Just
exactly. I hear that one. I feel that one a lot. Yeah. All right. And finally, now, this last question, just like the spelling of the word Hanukkah, there are many wrong ways to spell the word Hanukkah. There are like bird, B-I-R-D would be an incorrect way to spell Hanukkah. However, there are also many right answers. So there are many ways to get this question right. There are also many, many ways to get it wrong. But if you are trying, it's much easier to get it right than wrong. If you could kill any member of the mindless mob, who would it be and why?
Oh, I couldn't kill anyone. Anyone. I'm really putting me on the spot here.
James Baker's statement. Oh shit, the final question. I feel nervous. Oh, Andy, did I ever say sorry about all them chickens?
Yeah, but see, if you killed James Baker, it'd be too obvious who did it.
Yeah.
You guys are like rivals, so it'd be like,
yeah,
not smart.
It's hard for even me to turn a blind eye to that one, I'd be like, all right, the paper trail's right there. You left his head on your table, and your kitchen table is the centerpiece. It was kind of obvious.
You know what? I'll just choose randomly.
I mean,
Greg.
Runs with Phantoms is volunteering, to be fair.
Oh, right. I'll kill Runs with Phantoms then. I don't know. Yeah. Just random killing. It is what it is.
Monster way.
He sacrificed. He sacrificed himself
for Greg
the rest
and
of us.
Runs with Phantoms. So you think he's being, he's trying to be kind because he can't pick. What he's actually telling you is it doesn't fucking matter to him. He'll kill anyone. He's straight psycho.
Yeah. He wants us all dead. Yeah.
All right. Well, that line, you already were like the, mindless mob's number. We have to think of I think that actually we'll borrow a term from 1-7 Live. You are the mob's official guardian angel.
Oh, thank you.
You're up there. So in addition to your other monikers, you're now up there on the religious altar with our patron saint. You hang over his shoulder as our guardian angel. So there you go. You and Liv are up there. You guys are now Cody, I guess you're I'm trying to think of like a way to Jesusify your the Rain Man persona.
Honestly, I just hate how my shoulders look like they're Patrick Swayze right now from fucking Ghost.
Wait, that's what it should be. Okay, so obviously in addition to, and by the way, guys, make sure you do check into this Discord stream on Thursday, because we are going to lay out all these like fun terms we've been using to call everyone mobsters and shit like that. We're actually gonna keep going with that and go harder with it. So you're gonna start to see a lot of that coming up. And if you want to be in the know, check out the Discord. And runs with that is that I pick my method.
Yeah, you better. Yeah. Well, wait. Anonymous?
Runs with Phantoms. I want Bassman to be my second for seppuku. Well played. Well played. That was good. What was I? Oh, things. Yes, of course you're in the mob. Runs with Phantoms. Anybody who is loyal to the mob is in the mob. Anyone else, regular civilians, are just, the uninitiated. Yar. Words. What words? What words was I wordsing? What?
Star Wars o'clock, make a wish.
Oh, it's Star Wars o'clock. Yay. It's 11:38. Make a wish. At least here it is. Y'all can all, you guys can all wish on our time zone. Okay, then stab me with Jesse's fencing saber after she breaks the tip. That's solid. That's gnarly. I respect that.
Oh, just run him through.
Perfect.
Well, he'll be the first person you sacrifice at the new gym, right? Or at the new studio.
That'd be cool. Well, sully the ground with your blood.
Just like I'll burn the candles. You guys paint the pentagram, and there you go.
So I think in addition now to the mobsters, now we need this religious aspect, because I've always wanted to actually start my own religion anyway. So now that we have our guardian angel, we have our patron saint, you can be Cody, you can be Logo Jesus.
I'm Canadian Jesus.
Canadian, I like it. Canadian Jesus.
British light Jesus.
Turn water into poutine.
Poutine Jesus.
Poutine. I should like poutine Jesus.
I can walk across water, my son. I'm just walking across the
oh my god,
skating rink.
That's poutine Jesus's hair should just be French fries with gravy dripping down it. Meow lips. Okay. Oh my god. Do you guys wanna? Okay. Here we go. Okay. This seems fun. Okay. This seems like a great Mad Libs. Guys, I think we are about at Mad Libs o'clock right now.
You found a book? Oh, we're doing it the old style again.
No lesson tomorrow. I'm going to pick one up on Saturday, though, since I don't have one on Friday either. It'll be the morning, so I don't know what time I have to pick up Dale and Hillary, but basically I'll be like good to go my normal time midday. So, but yeah. Sorry, work, life, things. Mad Libs o'clock. People of the chat, you get to play always. There's a 1, 2, 3, which means chat. You get every fourth word, starting with a verb ending in ing. So guys, start dropping your schmergestions. And Andy, you get to start us off tonight as our newly initiated streamer. You have a plural noun to begin us.
Plural noun. I don't know. I'm blank.
I was laughing at the chat because I think I found our verb ending in ing.
Yeah, I'll go with was it chicken drowning?
That's the verb. That's the ing verb. So yours is a multiple things. Anything, person, place, thing, type of person, type of place, type of thing, pluralized.
So just more than one thing.
Yeah.
Just okay. Flaming toupees. I don't know.
That was flaming TPs.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, super chat.
Anal bacon. Are they censoring people again out there? They don't like it. Okay, let's see. That's a noun. Where do we have a good? There we go. Found the perfect place for it. Anal bacon. What is anal bacon? I don't want to know. Thank you, Roads of Phantoms. All right. Cody. Adjective.
What is that again? Sorry, my
Describing word. Describe
Describing?
something.
Greasy.
Greasy. Flaming TP, I did hear flaming toupee at first too, and I was like, that's actually kind of amazing. I kind of love that imagery. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it flaming toupees because it's funny.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, Andy?
Yeah.
Because I think we can all agree that thinking of flaming toupees is hilarious. All you Cosby cocktails and gentlemen out there. All right, Jeff, you have a noun.
Mortuary.
The mortuary. All right, we're taking chicken drowning. Thank you, the James Baker. Chicken drowning. All right. Chat, you guys are gonna have an adjective next. And Andy, you get a part of the body.
Buttocks.
So sorry, I didn't hear you.
Buttocks.
Buttocks. It's just a funny word. Oh god, that's such great alliteration here too. Cody, an adjective again.
Crusty.
You and Flaming TP are in lockstep. There. Jeff, a verb.
Oh,
Sink.
All right, chat. Slippery, crusty, crabby. I like slippery. Slippery's fun since crusty already made it in. Yeehaw. All right, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Animal is next. And Andy, you also have an animal.
Chicken.
Naturally. Obviously. Runs with phantoms, a state of being lubed. So you got it, dude. Alrighty then. Cody, a noun.
crustacean.
Crustacean. Crusty crustacean. All right. The James Baker is totally winning with the he runs there as like, okay, I'm done cheating. Cheating is fun. Oh yeah, Jeff, you have a noun. Sorry.
Sex robot.
The James Baker is totally winning with Dorfin.
Swarma.
Swarma. Yeah. All right. Andy, you have a noun. Cody, you have a noun. And Jeff, you'll finish us with a verb. So nouns from the Paria. Anything. Anything.
Red Rocket.
Alrighty.
I don't know. Lubed mannequins.
What was the first part of that?
Lubed mannequins.
Lubed mannequins.
Look how fucked up shit we're gonna be reading here.
Oh my god. There's so much lube in this puzzle. Or in this story. Oh my god. Jeff, verb, please.
Flinch.
Okay, guys. We wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Kittens.
Oh god.
Speaking, you listening? You got loser ear over there. He's got loser ear. All kittens know they must perfect these flaming toupees. 1. Be as adorably greasy as possible at all times. 2. Perfect that tiny, irresistible mortuary. Your servants will come chicken drowning in a buttocks beat. Learn the ways of a crusty ninja. You can sink anywhere. It's all about stealth and density, actually. 4. You must be slippery, whether you're facing down the neighbor's chicken or jumping off the kitchen crustacean. 5. You may be lubed, but inside of you beats the heart of a dolphin. Yeah! Honor your heritage. Yeah! God. 6. Make use of those sex robot sharp claws. Climb the living room anal bacon and the Christmas lubed mannequin with courage and confidence. Can we get D out of Christmas mannequin?
Yes.
And when you sleep, curl up in the tiniest, fluffiest red rocket possible. Will make your servants flinch.
I bet.
Oh my god. Alejandro Cervantes. It's a dolphin. It's like a dolphin. It's a dolphin. It's Shapancake's favorite animal. It swarms. Yeah. You just gotta go to the Shapancake channel and watch. You'll understand. That and thus concludes our journey tonight into the wide world of stories and stuff. So yeah. Yep. Andy, last thoughts, let everyone know where to find you, etc., etc.
Yeah, you can find me over at I almost forgot my own bloody channels name. Zombie Bots Reviews. You can find me over there. I'm hoping to drop my very first video in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully. I just want to get it right.
Well, I'm excited for it. Also, there is no getting it perfect on your first. You'll never feel like you got it right if you wait forever. Just get it good enough. Also runs with Phantoms. I love the hearts, but I really appreciate the shark. Alejandro Cervantes knows. Shark. Cody, tell everyone where they can find you and stuff and things.
Well, you can find me at the Bassman on YouTube, at the Real Bassman on Twitter because some asshole took my handle before I could get to it. So let me post a link in the chat for my channel there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm trying to get to 100 subs before the end of the year. We're at 75 right now, and I love every one of those 75 people individually. But I think we can get to 100. So I'm going to just strive to get to. I'm going to be producing videos every week again. Kind of a slowdown after my Halloween debacle there, but we're going to be back at making videos, and hopefully earn back some goodwill after botching my 13 days of Halloween. But,
well, that's Jeff's 007 days of 007 were like 004. Yeah. So we all
reminds that reminds me, actually, I also have a Twitter if anyone wants to follow me. It's just called zombie_box_reviews.
Famalam. So easy to find. Very easy. He's very certain. Very easy to find. Runs of Phantoms clarified. This is the beating heart of the Dorphin. Yeah, Shapancake knows. Dorphin heartbeats. My heart beats like a Dorphin. That's what Shapancake has to say. Dorphins. Yeah. We love Dorphins. Jeff, things you want to say?
Check out World Quest Bullshitters.
Do it. And guys, go give all of your money. And if you don't have any money to give, share the link for this from Milestone Fencing Studio. It's cool. And then, because of Andy, Andy helped me place in the prize-winning contention on a 1-7 live event. It's my other streaming app where I do more of my streaming because it doesn't hate me. So on Saturday evening, I will be doing a 1-7 live stream because for half an hour at 7:30 Pacific, I will be the #1 big giant super tagged person on 17 Live. So
Oh, you won that last night, eh?
I did.
That's awesome.
I got the 3rd place, so it's half an hour of super tag. So fuck yeah, thank you, Andy. You guys are all awesome. You two are awesome because you are my friends and you support me so much. And
you do so much for us. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
You guys, stop it.
What my little ass channel onto this huge ass one. Come on, who does that? What's wrong with you?
So that's gonna bring us to the end of the night.
That's it. Take it or leave it.
Well, I love you guys. I love having you here. You guys can always come back all the time. You are always welcome on this channel. We are the mob. We are mighty. We are coming for you. We will murder you all. Not really. That's not actually. That was something we pointedly discussed in our last secret door, our last backdoor meeting. Oh yeah, last thing. If you guys want to see us all, if you want to come hang out with us, first of all, we're all. I mean, them more than me even, but we have an active Discord server going on the Mindless Mob. If you guys think we're fun, we all hang out over there, have a great time. We will all be present for the State of the Mob address on Thursday. It's going to be a quarterly thing that we do over there. Let clue you in on everything that's going on in the community, keep you abreast of the multiple platforms, what's going on across platforms, things like that. We'll have even more. We'll be making the official first announcement for Cody's Christmas takeover over here. It's going to be awesome, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's on Thursday on our Discord. You can find the link over on the link tree. It's free for everyone over there. So that's fine. And what else was I gonna say about that? Something, and now I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, about how we did discuss the need to put out disclaimers. We are not actually a mob. We do not actually kill people. We do not actually want you to whack our enemies. This is all part of a essentially online imaginary world. Because we're all schizophrenic together.
Yeah.
We're not mobsters. It's just a cult. That's all.
Exactly. That's it. It's just a cult and the religion, and it's and we just take your firstborn child.
Yeah.
And that's actually, it's really funny because I discussed this in relation to the fencing club. I'm like, that's one place where I can be like, yes, give me your firstborn child. You'll probably really like what I do with them. So that's. One place where it's not weird. Yeah, give me and your second-born or whatever born child wants to learn defense. So
send them to Jesse's military fencing school.
Yeah, anything goes. Really, anything goes. We don't care as long as we can sacrifice something. We don't care.
Did I tell you guys my plans in the future to have like mindless mob like weekends where we like live stream, and I basically do like all right, let's give you like whatever a 3-day weekend, and you'll spend 2 days learning how to fence. And we'll do a tournament on the last day and see who wins. There'll be prizes and shit.
Like to the death, or?
Oh yeah, definitely death.
Oh,
absolutely murder there. We won't kill our enemies. We can kill each other though. That's fine.
Like y'all got to make like a spike pit, like from Mortal Kombat.
I'm just gonna have a full-on Rancor pit underneath in the basement. That's the basement of the club.
Yeah,
it makes sense. If I don't stop myself, then we're just going to dive into the next thing. We're going to be all fucking night because I love you guys. So until next time, until Thursday, tomorrow I'll be over on that Star Wars Girls channel on the Matriarchy. Also, make sure you guys are backing her calendar. She's awesome. It's sexy. It's all the things you want it to be. Make sure you follow Cody the Bassman. Make sure you're following Andy Zombie Box Reviews. Obviously, I'm your God Empress Jesse Milestone. Cody's hand is gone.
Fucking going full on Patrick Swayze now. What's happening to me?
Whoa, no.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Jeff of World Class Bullshitters is barely visible over here. And well, that's it. Cosby cocktails and gentlemen. And until next time, God Emperor.